an AM radio station in Crystal Lake, Illinois. WCLR Radio 850 AM was born. 3 local men associated with the radio station were George DeBeer, Arthur Thorson, and Lynn Wren. And did you know that WCLR stands for Wonderful Crystal Lake Radio? In April 1966, the Crystal Lake Herald printed some then and now photos and articles. The Piggly Wiggly store at the plaza lost its roof and sustained much damage. With rapid rebuilding, the store was back in business in 3 months. A year later, and the Piggly Wiggly store is bigger and better than ever. Of all the plaza's stores, Neisner's received the worst damage, losing its roof and being badly torn up inside. For hours, volunteers searched the wreckage, looking for injured or dead that might have been caught inside the store, which was open when the funnel hit. 1 year later, Neisner's store is completely refurbished and no marks of the tornado remain. The sign in front of the first picture says, "This was 406 Eugene Court. We will be back, the Swansons." And true to their posted determination, the Charles Swanson family rebuilt their wrecked home, and here it is 1 year later.
Funny story about that.
You want to tell it? He was in the shower.
He was in the shower, right, when the tornado hit. And his wife, I think, was in the basement. But someone had to recover a towel from him.
So the house went down around him while he was in the shower. A couple stories are like that. The first photo shows the Knack house as it looked shortly after the tornado. The for sale sign in the front lawn indicated the Knack's intention to move. The tragedy changed their plans, and the sign then disappeared. The shattered house of Lewis and Fern Knack on Harold Street was completely redone, and 1 year later, Mrs. Knack reoccupied the home. And now I'd like to take a moment to remember the victims of the storm. Ray Goss, age 52, was a member of the Crystal Lake Lions Club and First Congregational Church of Crystal Lake. He was vice president of the Inland Lithographing Company of Chicago. He was survived by his wife Betty, 2 children, and 8 grandchildren. And this photo was ironically dated April 1965. One of the most prominent and widely known victims of the tornado was Lewis H. Knack. He was an official of the Oak Manufacturing Company and president of the Crystal Lake Park District. He was survived by his wife Fern, 11 children, and 9 grandchildren. Richard Holter, age 43, was a veteran of World War II. At the time of his death, he was a salesman for Ormsby Motors. Richard Holter married Rosalie Redmond in 1942. The couple lived on Union Street with their 3 children, John, James, and Luella. 2 of those children, James and Luella, survived the deadly tornado. And John Holter, age 20, was the oldest child of Richard and Rosalie and the youngest Crystal Lake victim. He was a 1962 graduate of Crystal Lake Community High School and was employed by Graham's Auto Body in Algonquin at the time of his death. So I'd like to take this opportunity to say thanks to the many people who contributed photos, slides, newspapers, videos, documents, and most importantly, memories of the 1965 Crystal Lake Palm Sunday tornado. And these include Thelma Brown, Bill Baker, Bob Glazier, Harry Dillon, Irene Enright, Steve Hansen, Elaine and Walt, who's deceased, Herrick, Luella Holter, Arlene Kopsel, Harold Krecker, Jean and Robert Littler, Fred Miles, deceased, Rita and Bud Parrish, Ken and Ethel Pearson, Mr. Plow, Wayne Rees, Nancy Riley, Ray Redden, and Daryl Allen Seams. I'd also like to thank my husband Bill for his audio and technical assistance, and I apologize for anyone I may have missed. The photos and information provided in this presentation have been collected and safeguarded by the Crystal Lake Historical Society. Your support is needed in order for us to continue to preserve our community's history. So I ask you to visit the back table if you'd like to learn more about the society and help us out. We are always open for additional donations of anything related to Crystal Lake history, especially the Palm Sunday tornado. Thank you.